Welcome to Young and Opinionated. This is the first episode of many, hopefully. I'm Oscar, aka the guy behind the camera.
I'm Jocelyn, aka Carl.
This is Young and Opinionated, a podcast based on two young people sharing opinions and telling fun stories about their lives. I'm an 18-year-old with no clear path to anything. She's a 14-year-old that has a clear path planned ahead.
Well,
when I was a kid, I was very happy because I was carefree. Nothing in the world mattered. Nothing anybody said mattered. It was just me against the world, very happy. And then Carl was born.
oh God.
We went to the same elementary school. When I was in 5th grade, she was in 1st grade. But I would never want to see her in the playground because I thought it was awkward.
It was just on special occasions, special, that we got finished with lunch early. And we'd run to the playground, and I'd see you there playing zombie tag with everyone else, and I'd be like, hi! And you'd be like, oh, I don't know you.
I wouldn't want to see Carl anytime because I thought it was awkward. I thought we should only talk at home, never at school, because that's the loser's thing.
Well, I bragged to everyone that I had a friend who was a 5th grader. It was my brother.
And no one believed you.
Yeah.
I would bully myself looking back at it. That was an easy target. I was small, I had no hair, I'm Hispanic.
You had glasses.
I had glasses. I'm the perfect target.
When someone tried to bully me, what's the word? I'd accept it. They'd be like, oh, you have glasses, you're such a nerd. And I'd be like, yeah, I am. So what? Go on with your day.
Oh, God. It's a lot different for Carl. She's really big. Can I say that? I'm 5'8", and she's 5'7". She's really big for a 14-year-old. All the other girls her age are 5 foot or something. They're really small. They're to her chest level, which is why she's not the ideal person to pick on. I had a group of friends that was a bunch of losers as well, and we just all just be friends together. We'd be oh, we all get picked on. We should all be friends.
Let's be losers together.
Let's be losers together. But no matter who you were or what you were,
okay,
it all went away in recess when we played zombie tag. You could be the biggest loser of the school and you'll still be included in zombie tag because everybody played zombie tag. There'd be 30 of us playing, and then we would never be able to keep memory of who was it and who wasn't it. I never understood what girls did in recess. Girls would want to play with us, but we wouldn't let them because this is a boys only game. And I'll be what the heck do girls do in recess? Do they just read a book? Do they just chit-chat under the slide or something? Or
I'll
what?
tell you what. First of all, I wasn't like these so-called females, as you state. Because anytime someone wanted to play tag, I would be like, no, I want to play hide and seek. And guess what? I single-handedly made the whole playground play hide and seek with me.
Jesus. This is a popular opinion everybody should share. If you partake in recess, any recess, you should accept you're going to get hurt. It doesn't matter who you are. You should get hurt. You're going to get hurt. If you don't get hurt, then you didn't really play. There was a yellow slide. Many times we would go down it. But then one time we were all crammed inside it, and the fattest kid ever decided to go down it and crush all of us. I think one kid dislocated his shoulder or something. We all laughed at him because we didn't know what was happening. But yeah, that's pretty serious. Another time there's this tire swing that was in for a year or two, and then chaos just happened. Just whenever kids would pass by, another bigger kid would just swing it, hit the kid, and then he'd be crying, and then we would all be laughing. When I was playing zombie tag one time, the bigger kids were super fast. They would shake us right off them. And then this one kid, I'll never forget him because he was my elementary school bully the entire years I was there, but he was also a friend at the same time. He was just so quick, so big. He shook me right off. He broke my ankles and he made me slide across the concrete, and I scraped my entire knee. I was bleeding so badly. I was ready to cry, but then I was like, I had too much pride to cry. So then I went to the teacher and I was like, hey, look. She was like, oh my God. She sent me to the nurse. I got my ice pack. I got everything. I came back and I wanted to play. I wanted to get him back, but then teacher was like, no way, you're getting in there. And that just hurt even more. Like, let me die there. Please tell your story of how you got hurt with mulch.
Every single day. Look, listen here. One time, one of the ones that really stuck with me though was, I was just laughing at my friend because they were doing like something funny, you know. And you know how I comedically just fall down sometimes?
Yeah, sure.
You know, for the bit, guys, for the bit. So I just gracefully landed on the mulch. My poor knees were on the mulch. And I was like, oh, hee hee ha ha, hee hee ha ha. And then when I got up, blood. My whole knee was bloody. And mulch was just stuck in it. And I was like, why? I didn't even fall.
I don't understand why we needed somebody to go with us to the nurse. What is that going to help? What? Am I going to go unconscious or something and they need to help me? What are they going to do? They're also kids. They have no idea what to do. If I go unconscious, they're probably going to get scared and just run away and leave me there.
I think it's because they had to monitor you didn't do anything stupid.
What? Am I going to get lost?
Or like you didn't fake your injury and then go off do something in the bathroom or just walk around campus.
Why am I going to walk around? I'm terrified all alone.
Exactly, like...
Whenever we would go to the nurse for anything, I'd have a major headache. They'd be like, go to the nurse. I scraped my knee, go to the nurse. I peed my pants, go to the nurse. The solution for everything, a pack of ice. Here, put this ice in your head. It'll make you feel better. Here, put this ice on your knee. It'll make you feel better. Here, put this ice near your crotch. It'll stop the pee.
You cut your arm off? Have a pack of ice.
Have a pack of ice.
You were beheaded? Have a pack of ice.
One of the biggest things I've learned as an adult that sucks, time flies by at home. I'm at home like every day, and it just flies right by. I'm like, people are at school right now. I remember at school, time feels like forever. It feels like it's never going to end. But at home, it's like it's about to end and I have no time to do anything. One of the dumbest things in elementary school were the cups that they had at the tables. There was these cups, red, green, and yellow, to determine how good your table was and if they would play recess or be punished. Like if the kids decided to have a food fight or something in your table, you'd get a red cup and then you wouldn't have recess for the next day or two. And if you were too loud or something, you'd get a yellow cup and then you wouldn't have recess for like half of the time, or you'd be the last group to go up to the line for lunch. It was so dumb. How am I gonna burn what I just ate? I just ate so much and now you're gonna make me stand at recess.
I'm just gonna become fat, man.
No wonder America's fat. They'd done this to us since we were kids. We'd get red cups, we'd eat like pigs, and then we wouldn't be able to exercise or do anything. And we'd just grow fatter and fatter. They're just sitting there. Someone's
like writing like that. They're like eating all the food they can and then getting red cups, and they're like, I'm gonna get fat now.
You see over the weeks progressively they just get fatter and fatter. Like, what's happening? So if one kid messed up, the whole class would be punished. It would be the most unfair thing ever. The only people that were happy about the red cup and not having to do recess were the nerds. They'd happily just read a book and just be like, oh, thank you, I get to read. While the rest of us would just have to stand. Then we'd get tired and we'd sit down. Then the ants would bite us and then we'd get up.
We couldn't even sit down. If one of us tried to sit down, the teacher would be like, stand up. This is your pain.
We're recording this in my car because we don't have any other controlled environment to really film this where there isn't sound. Outside there's planes. Inside there's a lot of noise. And so those were some stories from our childhood, how we grew up. Hopefully you have an idea of how we are now.
Probably not.
So we're gonna finish off with a debatable opinion, a questionable, unpopular one, or whatever. What's the best genre of music?
Oh no.
So pop.
Any variation of pop, not pop itself.
But pop is a whole genre.
Yeah.
So pop is the best.
I might regret that, but yeah.
Nice. I think rock music.
Of course you do.
There's the specific, the pop rocks, rock and roll, one of the biggest. And then you have heavy metal rock. Like, rock music has given us some of the biggest songs and bands of all time.
Yeah, like
The
Nirvana.
the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, Nirvana, AC/DC. So many heavy metal, so many classical rock and roll. Elvis Presley. I always want to talk about a fun topic that I remember on Twitter a few weeks ago. There was the Drake comparisons with Michael Jackson.
Oh no.
It's crazy how they can even make the comparison.
They can't.
Michael Jackson has a 34-time platinum album, the best-selling album of all time. There is a legit argument that Michael Jackson might have been as popular as Jesus Christ himself.
Okay, yeah, that touche.
Because there are people in India who have no idea who Jesus Christ is. They believe in Allah or something, but they still know Michael Jackson, which is crazy. People in Africa who have nothing just know who Michael Jackson is. They're like, oh yeah, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was like Big Z from Surf's Up. He's a fat penguin. If anything, I thought that'd be Elvis.
No.
What the heck?
No. He was like Big Z. He was worshipped.
Big Z was worshipped. The penguin from Surf's Up, the fat penguin. So yeah, that was the first episode of Young and Opinionated.
We have to find a better place to do this.
We have to find a better place to do this podcast. We want to keep doing it. We'll see what we do in the future. I post vlogs about all of us. Carl, my dad, and I.
If you actually want to see our faces other than our voices.
I make fun videos. They're very short. They don't take that much to watch. Just 6 minutes and 9 seconds of your time. I'll leave you off with these wise words. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. And today is a gift. That is why it's called the present. See you all next time. This has been Young and Opinionated.